Hello guys, so in this video we are going to continue our discussion for Revit for mechanical design certification preparation. So in this video we are going to learn model fabrication detail and installation detail for documentation. So I'm going to show you how to configure it and apply the fabrication detail to our model, and then I'm going to show you as well how to put on insulation. So this will gonna be a quick video. So to set up your fabrication, so you just need to go to your systems tab, and then after that you can see fabrication here. You just click their fabrication part. So the shortcut there is PB, so just click that, and then here's now your MEP fabrication parts. So as you can see, I don't have here any fabrication configuration. Okay, so I need to load it, so that's why I'm going to click the settings here. So just click the settings, and then from the fabrication settings, so you have three tabs here: the configuration, connector indicators, and then fluids. So my concern here is the fabrication configuration. So I'm gonna click this, and then as you can see, I have the two configurations. So I have imperial, and then I have metric unit. Now, if these two fabrication configuration is not available on your computer or in your Revit, so what you can do is you can go to your Autodesk account like this one. And then we are using Revit 2026. So just click that one. So basically, you just need to go to all products. Okay, and then after that, look for Revit. Okay, so change that one since we are using 2026. So I'm going to select 2026, and then I select here View Details. And then look for libraries. Go to Libraries, and then look for MEP fabrication imperial content and metric content. It depends on the units that you are using, and then after that you just need to download. So make sure you just close first your Revit while downloading and while installing it. So after you download, you just install the fabrication configuration, and then after that run again your Revit. Okay, so once you do that, so it will now be available here. So if you go to settings, so it will now be available here. So let's say I'll be using imperial. So you click that one, and then as you can see, the profiles here is now set to global, and then you can see here the services. Okay, so you have parts, and then you have services here. So you just need to select here the services that you want to use on your project. So let's say, for example, I'm going to use ductwork plus 2 inches WG. So just click that and then select it here to add, and there you go. So it's now added. So once you select here OK, it will now be added here on your MEP fabrication parts. Okay, and as you can see, you can also exclude some of the parts here or the services on this configuration. So you can click this button here. Okay, if you click that one, you will be able to select here what you do not want to include to your fabrication. So let's say I do not want to include this, so I'm going to uncheck. I'm going to click that one, and then I'm going to click this one as well. So I'm going to exclude this part from autofill tools. So that's it. And then if you want to go back or disable selecting exclusion, so you just need to click this. Click to exit the autofill tool exclusion mode. So just click that one. There you go. Okay, because if you're not going to exit, you will not be able to select settings. All right, so now that we have exclude these three services, so we are now going to select the model. Okay, so let's say I'm going to hover my pointer to one of the duct and then press tab twice. 1, 2. So it will now highlights all the connection, and then after that you click that to select, and then there's this fabrication panel here. So just click that one and then select here design to fabrication. So just click that, And there you go. Okay, so these are the sizes that's mapped. Okay, so map parts, so there are no parts in the selection. So sizes, so these are the sizes. So we use this service here, and then after that, just finish it, and there you go. Okay, so it's now updated to fabrication parts. So let's see on the 3D view. So I'm going to press tab, hover your pointer to the dock, and then press tab twice or just one, and then click. And then after that, I'm going to select selection box, and there you go. Okay, so I'm gonna click outside, and then I change the discipline here to mechanical, so I only see mechanical elements. There you go. All right, and then I can go to second floor again. So if you want to add like an insulation to your model here, to your fabrication elements, to your design, so I'm gonna hover my pointer again, and then press tab again, and then click. Okay, so what I want to do is I only want to select the fabrication details, so I'm going to filter that, and then I'm going to select check none. I only want the MEP fabrication ductwork, so I check that one, and then okay. And then after that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add insulation here, insulation specification. So I'm going to click the drop down there. So let's say I want the ductwork insulation 2 inches. So I'm going to select that and apply, and there you go. So I now have here insulation. So if there's my 2 inches insulation that will be included when you run the clash detection. So if any elements clashes with the insulation, so it will be detected as a clash. So you can check that one again in a 3D view, and this is how it looks like. See, so you have your 2 inches insulation there, okay, for all of your ductwork. Okay, so same with your piping here. So let's say this is your chilled pipe. So let's say I'm going to add an insulation here. So to do that, I'm going to hover my pointer, press tab to highlight all the connection of pipe, then click. And then there's a pipe insulation tool here. So you can select add insulation. So just click that one. So let's say I want a fiberglass, and then I want the thickness 2 inches. So I type 2, and then I select your OK, and there you go. So you now have there your insulation as well. So if you want to edit, so let's say you want to do it like 1 inch. So you just hover your pointer again, and then press tab, and then click. Okay, and then after that, you can edit the insulation here. You can even remove the insulation if you want. So I'll select edit insulation, and then from here, from the type selection, I want to change that to, let's say, PVC jacketed fiberglass, and then let's say I want 1 inch. 1, apply, and there you go. Okay, so in 3D view, so I select that and then click this. So this is how it looks like. So you can see that my pipe work here shown as a single line. It's because of the, let me just adjust the section box. Okay, so the reason why it shows a single line, it's because of our detail level here. So if the detail level is medium and coarse, it will affect your pipe here. It will become single line. So that's the level of detail. So if I change that to fine, so it will now be in 3D. So if you are on the floor plan view, it's in 2D if it is fine. But if it is medium, so it's just single line there and coarse. Okay. So for the fabrication on your duct here, the fabrication ductwork is not affected by the detail level here. So even if I change my detail level to, let's say, coarse, it will not get affected. You see, our fabrication detail is not affected. So even if I change that to medium, it's not affected. And that's the fine detail level. Okay, so just take note of that, because your normal duct, if I create just a simple duct here, if it is not a fabrication element, this will gonna be affected by your detail level. If I change to coarse, it will become single line. But as you can see, if it is a fabrication duct, so it's not affected because you're already doing fabrication. You want to give this to the contractors or to fabricate it, so it doesn't affected by the detail level. Only the normal duct. Okay, and then fine. There you go. All right, so basically that's how you create your fabrication model fabrication, and then how to configure it. Okay, so thank you for watching. Have a nice day.